Good morning, everyone. Today's topic is heat of formation. What is heat of formation? Heat of formation. The heat of formation of a compound at given temperature is defined as the heat change when 1 gram mole of the compound is formed from its elements at the temperature. For example, the heat of formation of carbon dioxide and ethylene are minus 94.3 kilocalorie and plus 53.1 kilocalorie respectively. The compounds with negative heat of formation are called exothermic compounds, whereas the compounds with positive heat of formation are known as endothermic compounds. Thus, the formation of carbon dioxide is an exothermic compound, whereas the formation of ethylene is an endothermic compound. The next one is stability and heat of formation of a compound. The stability of a compound depends upon its intrinsic energy or the heat content. It is inversely proportional to the heat content of the compound. In other words, greater the heat content, more stable is the compound. The heat content or the intrinsic energy of a substance is equal to its heat of formation. Negative heat of formation of a compound means that its heat content is less than that of its elements. Hence, it is more stable than its elements. On the other hand, positive heat of formation of a compound means that its heat content is more than that of its elements and hence it is less stable than its elements. From the above arguments, we make a general conclusion that more negative the heat of formation of a compound, more stable it is. For example, the heat of formation of HCl, HBr and HI in gaseous state are minus 20.06 kilocalorie, minus 8.66 kilocalorie and plus 6.24 kilocalorie per mole respectively. Hence, HCl is most stable of the three followed by HBr and HI. The HI is least stable gas. And next one, what is standard enthalpy of formation? The magnitude of enthalpy of formation for a reaction depends on the physical states of the reactants and the products. For example, gas, liquid, solid or solution. The pressure of any gas is present and the temperature at which the reaction is carried out. To avoid confusion caused by differences in reaction conditions and ensure uniformity of data, the scientific community has selected a specific set of conditions under which enthalpy changes are measured. These standard conditions serve as a reference point for measuring differences in enthalpy. The standard condition for which most thermochemical data is tabulated are pressure of 1 atmosphere for all gases and a concentration of 1 m for all species in solution. In addition, each pure substance must be in its standard state, which is usually its most stable form at a pressure of 1 atmosphere at a specified temperature. We assume a temperature of 25 degrees centigrade or 298 Kelvin for all enthalpy changes. Enthalpies of formation measured under these conditions are called standard enthalpies of formation. the enthalpy change for the formation of 1 mole of a compound from its component elements when the component elements are each in their standard state. The standard enthalpy of formation of any element in its most stable form is 0 by definition. For example, although oxygen can exist as ozone, atomic oxygen and molecular oxygen, but the molecular oxygen is the most stable form at 1 atmospheric pressure and 25 degrees centigrade. Similarly, hydrogen is gaseous form H2, not atomic hydrogen. Graphite and diamond are both forms of elemental carbon, but because graphite is more stable at 1 atmosphere pressure and 25 degrees centigrade, the standard state of carbon is graphite. Therefore, gaseous molecular oxygen and molecular hydrogen and graphite have their standard enthalpies of formation 0. The standard enthalpy change, next one, the heat of neutralization. Heat of neutralization of an acid or base is defined at the heat change when 1 gram equivalent of an acid or base in a dilute aqueous solution is neutralized by 1 gram equivalent of a dilute aqueous solution of base or acid. For example, the heat of neutralization of sodium hydroxide with hydrochloric acid is minus 13.7 kilocalorie at 25 degrees centigrade temperature. The standard enthalpy change of neutralization is the enthalpy change when solutions of an acid and an alkali react together under standard conditions to produce 1 mole of water. The enthalpy change of neutralization is always measured per mole of water formed. Enthalpy changes of neutralization are always negative because heat is released when an acid and an alkali react. For reactions involving strong acid and alkalis, the values are always very closely similar. That varies slightly depending on the acid-alkali combination. Why do strong acids reacting with strong alkalis give closely similar values? We make the assumptions that strong acids and strong alkalis are fully ionized in solution and that the ions behave independently for each other. For example, dilute hydrochloric acid contains hydrogen ions and chloride ions in solution. Sodium hydroxide solution consists of sodium ions and hydroxide ions in solution. The equation for any strong acid being neutralized by a strong alkali is essentially just a reaction between hydrogen ion and hydroxide ions to make water. The other ions present, for example sodium and chloride ions, are just spectator ions taking no part in the reaction. Thus, the heat of neutralization of a strong acid by a strong base is minus 13.7 kilocalorie irrespective of the acid or base employed. The heat of neutralization is simply the heat of formation of 1 mole of water from 1 gram hydrogen ion of acid and 1 gram hydroxide ion of base, while the other ions of the strong acid and base do not take part in the reaction. In the neutralization of a weak acid by a weak base, the heat energy change is not minus 13.7 kilocalorie but minus 12.3 kilocalorie. Why? This deviation may be due to the fact that some heat is utilized for the dissociation of weak acid or base into H plus or OH minus ions. In other words, del H will be equals to plus 1.4 kilocalorie. This amount of change in enthalpy is called the heat of dissociation of ammonium hydroxide, because ammonium hydroxide is a weak base. Now we come to the end. Today's topic has finished. Thank you. Thanks a lot.